Hey basketball fans, today we're diving into an exciting topic that proves not all NBA players come from humble beginnings. Forget the rags to riches stories, these players were already balling off the court before they even stepped onto it. From family fortunes to unexpected riches, this list will have you saying, wait, they were rich before they got rich? Let's jump right in. Number 1, Bill Laimbeer. Let's start with a man who's both a legend and a villain. Bill Laimbeer, the former Detroit Pistons enforcer, wasn't just smashing opponents on the court.
I make no apologies for my game throughout my career.
He came from money. His father, William Laimbeer Sr., was an executive at Owens, Illinois, a Fortune 500 company. Bill once famously joked, "I'm the only player in the NBA who's making less money than his father." While everyone else was playing for their lives, Bill was out there playing for fun? Imagine taking elbows from a guy who could have been your boss in a corporate office. Classic Bill. But don't let that fool you. Bill's work ethic was impeccable, and his journey in the NBA is as legendary as his intimidating presence on the court. Number 2, Mike Conley. Mike Conley Jr. didn't just inherit his dad's name, he also inherited some serious athletic genes. His father, Mike Conley Sr., was an Olympic gold medalist in track and field, specializing in the triple jump. Growing up, Mike Sr. enjoyed a comfortable lifestyle, while his dad was breaking records and cashing checks. While other kids were trying to jump over puddles, young Mike had access to elite training facilities and coaches. Who needs a backyard hoop when you've got Olympic-grade equipment? Conley's path to the NBA was shaped by his father's expertise in sports and his mom's solid background in academics and sports. From an early age, Conley had everything he needed to excel, not just in basketball, but in life. Number 3, Joakim Noah. Next up, Joakim Noah, the NBA's resident wild child. Joakim's father, Yannick Noah, was a tennis superstar and the 1983 French Open champion. His mother, Cecilia Rode, was a former Miss Sweden. Talk about a power couple. Joakim grew up in Paris and Manhattan, living the kind of childhood that sounds more like a movie script. He'd attend exclusive tennis tournaments with his dad one day and fashion shows with his mom the next. If swag had a birthplace, it might be Joakim's childhood home. Surrounded by success and star power, Joakim developed his own brand of energy and charisma, which made him one of the most beloved and unpredictable players in the NBA. Number 4, Grant Hill. Grant Hill's childhood was straight out of a lifestyle magazine. His father, Calvin Hill, was a star in the NFL, and his mother, Janet Hill, was a prominent attorney and business executive. Grant's upbringing was filled with private schools, piano lessons, and family dinners with other sports legends. If there were ever an NBA Richie Rich, Grant would have been it. But don't let the privilege fool you. Grant worked hard to become one of the most respected players in NBA history. His legacy as one of the most versatile and respected players is a testament to his grit, focus, and work ethic, even with such a privileged background. Number 5, David Lee. David Lee's story is one of quiet wealth. His father was a successful lawyer, and his family lived a comfortable upper-class life. David attended private schools and had access to top-tier basketball programs, giving him a head start on his NBA journey. While other players were dreaming of making it big to escape tough neighborhoods, David was probably deciding between Harvard and a jump shot. Spoiler, the jump shot won. Lee's success in the NBA was fueled by his determination and skill, proving that wealth and privilege aren't always enough. Hard work and talent still play the biggest role in a player's success. Number 6, Lonzo and LaMelo Ball. The Ball brothers. Lonzo and LaMelo were living the good life long before LeVar Ball became a media sensation. LeVar wasn't just all talk. He was a businessman who made sure his kids grew up in comfort. Between their giant backyard basketball court and constant training sessions, the Ball brothers were practically raised in a reality TV show. And let's not forget Big Baller Brand. Love it or hate it, it was LeVar's way of saying, "My kids are already stars." While many criticize LeVar for his unconventional methods, one thing is undeniable. His sons were set up for success, both financially and athletically from an early age. The Ball brothers had everything they needed to thrive in the NBA, including the spotlight. Next up, Pau and Marc Gasol. The Gasol brothers, Pau and Marc, were already living a dream life in Spain before they took their talent to the NBA. Their father was a nurse administrator and their mother was a doctor. Growing up in a well-off family in Barcelona, the Gasols had access to great education and world-class basketball facilities. Pau even considered becoming a doctor before basketball took over. Imagine going to the hospital and finding Pau Gasol in a lab coat. The Gasols' upbringing was filled with a deep appreciation for education and sport, which allowed them to become two of the NBA's most skilled and intelligent big men. Number 8. Donovan Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell's father, Donovan Sr., worked in basketball as an executive for the New York Mets. This gave young Donovan a unique view of professional sports from the inside. Growing up, he had access to everything from batting cages to luxury suites. While other kids were dreaming of autographs, Donovan was hanging out with pro athletes. No wonder he turned into one of the NBA's brightest stars. His connection to the sports world helped him develop an unmatched understanding of the game, and that background is evident in his game today. Cool under pressure, a true leader on the court. A few players like Jamal Murray, R.J. Barrett, Yao Ming, Ben Simmons, and Lauri Markkanen's fathers were also basketball players, but they never made it to the NBA. Still, these players had the advantage of growing up in a basketball-rich environment and likely enjoyed the privileges that come with having a father who was a pro athlete. While their fathers didn't make it to the NBA, the sport was always part of their lives, helping shape their drive and focus. We also know that some second-generation NBA players had an incredible life even before entering the NBA. Here's the list of those players: Steph Curry, Kobe Bryant, Klay Thompson, LeBron James Jr., Bronny, Michael Porter Jr., Sean Livingston, Gary Payton II, Austin Rivers, Zach LaVine, Kenyon Martin Jr., Jaren Jackson Jr., Tim Hardaway Jr., Trey Burke, Kobe White, Jaden Ivey, Malik Beasley, Caleb Swanigan, Devontae Graham, Kevin Love, Scottie Pippen Jr., Domantas Sabonis. There you have it, folks. These NBA stars were rich long before they made their names in the league, thanks to their famous, talented, and successful fathers. Whether it was luxury, top-notch training, or networking with the greats of the game, these players had everything they needed to succeed, and they did. They remind us that while the journey to the NBA can be long and difficult for some, others have the benefit of growing up in the right environment with the right resources. It's not just about where you start, but what you do with the opportunities you're given. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, share it with your fellow basketball fans, and subscribe for more amazing NBA content. Catch you next time!